What up, guys? This is the perfect question for the end of a perfect last few days. Well, nothing's perfect, but it was perfect. The stars are aligned, the moon, okay, whatever. Let me read the question here. Pretty simple question. What do you think the meaning of life is? And I'm gonna answer that quickly. But it won't make any sense. And you'll be like, this guy is full of shit. And then you might close the video, and that's fine. You weren't ready. You obviously weren't ready for the meaning of life, because I have it. I have it. I know the meaning, son. I'm not kidding. Anyway. Actually, okay. So here, I said I'd be quick. The meaning of life is life. Yeah, that's it. And I'm actually going to pull up, and I'm not going to edit this out, because I guess I'm getting down like that in video. I'm going to pull up the definition of life so we can see what we're dealing with here. I'm all about dictionaries and stuff. Life. Are we talking about the noun or the adjective? I think the noun. Spiritual existence, transcending physical death. That looked good. A way or manner of living. A vital, because people say things like that. People say things, what's the meaning of life? Or someone asked me about religion and spirituality, but then a few people left comments like, what does that, what does spirituality mean? And yeah, that is like, how do you define that? And if you can't define it good, then what kind of crappy answer are you giving? But like, dude, look up life. Look up life. This is a problem. People are like, what is the meaning of life? Look, dude, there's fucking 20 definitions for life. 20 definitions. I'm sure one of these is the definition. But I don't need, actually, spirit, animation. Okay, purpose. Wait, did I see purpose in here somewhere? Well, anyway, go to Merriam-Webster or Oxford for you UK dudes or whatever your dictionary of preferences. Look up life. It's worth thinking about. I have thought about. First, I'm going to preface this with, I've thought about this question I haven't thought about it for a long time. So, actually, I just read the question maybe a few days ago, and it's been kind of in the back of my mind, and I just gave you the answer, and I'll elaborate on it. But I've thought about that question for a long time. I think this is like, I honestly think before jobs and money, you got to sustain yourself, you got to eat or whatever. But people need to spend time and answer these type of questions for themselves. And like, that's all you should be doing. I think that's what your full-time job should be, is trying to sort and understand this stuff for yourself. You can ask me, and I'm going to tell you what I think, and I think it's pretty fucking awesome, because I spent a long time thinking about this stuff. Hold on, I want to pull the video back up so I can see my face. Maybe I did. Maybe that was a bad idea. Anyway, I've spent a long time thinking about this stuff, like just all of my time thinking about this stuff, actually. And the nice thing is once you might even come up with the wrong answer. I don't know if there is a wrong answer, but let's say there is a wrong answer, and that's the answer you come up with. You might spend all your time, and you come up with the wrong answer, and you just hang on to it. And that's cool. The reason I think that's cool is because then, that was crazy. That freaked me out, actually. That was my phone, if you heard the little tweet. Is that you, even if you come up with the wrong answer, my phone never is doing all these tweeting and noises. Even if you come up with the wrong answer, you can shed that, I didn't think about work and other stuff, and then you can come back to it and think about it and work on it and mess around with it a little bit. So I wanted to say that. I also wanted to preface this with, I didn't even preface it with what I got stuff laying here, materials, but I also wanted to preface it with like something that I was probably even more intense about, was understanding enlightenment, whatever that meant. Like I was addicted to it, because it seems, I won't look up the definition of that, but whatever definition you get from the dictionary or from what people say or nirvana or all this stuff, whatever it is, it seemed to me like I try to deal in logic, even though I'm into conspiracy theories and think I'm the reincarnation of the Monkey King. Even with that, Like, it seems like that Monkey King thing is, I'm still tripping on that. That was funny. But, like, if you figured out enlightenment, if you, like, fuck everything else, right? Like, if you're enlightened, nothing else matters, right? Right? I don't know. Maybe I do know. But I'm trying to channel back. Like, if you're, like, enlightened, that means you're just rolling around like, it's all fucking good. I'm enlightened. Fuck it. And that seems like the shit to me. What the fuck do you care about? Trying to get a fancy car and a big house and all this other bullshit? I'm enlightened. Fuck it. Your car? Fuck your car. That's the shit right there. Anyway, so I wanted to preface it with those two things. I wanted to preface it with, actually, because I was slipping thought. Dude, look at this sweet ass fucking $1 million bill I got. And then there's all this fucking shit in code. And this dude, this is a funny guy. I won't even tell you about him unless someone asks me, and I don't know, whatever. But that shit was funny. You know, marketing stuff, you're gonna see funny stuff. But I was gonna say is I'm at this marketing event, and you know, sales and marketing people, they got all this motivational stuff. You know, I got this book called Prosper, Create the Life You Really Want by Ethan Willis. I will be reviewing books on the regular on owninglife.com if you want to go over there. And I ain't got shit to sell yet, so use and abuse me for as long as you can. The door is closing because I'll be selling shit, but I'll always be making videos on here. But you know, I got this this interview CD with Dan Sullivan. He's the man. If Joe Polish says he's the man, he's the man. I got this, dude, this little booklet right here. You can actually get it for free. I'll put the link below. Like, dude, fuck all this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. You see this? Look at it. Fuck this book. Fuck that other book. I don't want to say fuck this interview because that would be disrespecting the master. But this little folded up manual here. If you took this and you were like hardcore about it, and I'm still going to get back to the meaning of life is life. But if you took this and just like did what this shit told you, this thing right here, it's so funny. And you go to these, I do anyway. You go to these events, and I'm all about trying to connect with people and this other thing. But dude, the answers are like, it's right here, right here. It's free. He'll give you this for free. You know why he wants to give you this for free? So you read it, you start doing baller ass shit, and then you can come give him money because you're like, God damn it, you turned me on to some baller ass shit. Like, I'm gonna read you some. I'll just read. I'll read the one that I tweeted it earlier. I only tweeted the back half of it, but real regrets only come from not doing your best. All else is out of your control. You're measured by results only. Trade excuses and trying for results, and expect half-hearted results from half-hearted efforts. Do more than is expected of you. Life's easy when you live it the hard way, and hard if you try to live it the easy way. Too many motherfuckers trying to live life the easy way, son. You know what I'm saying? It's hard living easy. Yeah, I like saying that. These are Kekich Credos, and you can get this for free. I'll put the information below the video and shit. I haven't read them all. Oh shit! Here, I swear to God, I just was. Here's this is what Kekish says. The purpose, the meaning of life. Same shit, right? The purpose of life is to delay, avoid, and eventually reverse death. Whoa, that's some deep esoteric shit right there. That he just like, I was gonna take you to a level, and I just read that shit, and he was like, no, whoop. He just jumped over my level. I was gonna take you to one step, and then Kekich, probably from the grave, this motherfucker doesn't exist anymore, or does he? He's fucking my video up because I was gonna tell you one thing, and I thought I was all baller, and then I'm flipping through this shit. Anyway, so I got all these materials here. Joe Polish, someone asked Joe Polish what the meaning of life was jokingly, and Joe gave them an answer. And he said, well, I looked it up. Oh, there it is. I think this is it. I didn't write, he said the meaning, this is the meaning of life. I'm pretty sure my memory is correct. He said more ooh and less like ah. I think that kind of ah. He didn't make all the faces though, but I think it's like more woo and less ah. Like that's what people want. And then he kind of like, I think shortly after, well, forget all that. Those are my notes. Notes make little sense after you write them, but then some things make a lot of sense and they're good. So that was all my preface stuff. Let's see, I used all my props. I even, like, this dude jumped up in my video somehow, messed me up, and eventually reversed death. What the, is he still, I'm gonna have to look, I don't, anyway, so I said the meaning, you know what, fuck it, I'll put in the bottom of this video, like, where I actually start, in the information shit, where I actually start talking about the meaning of life. So someone can just skip all that bullshit and they're like, I want to jump and see what the fuck the meaning is. Fuck that cryptic bullshit you told me at the beginning. You're a bullshit artist. You told me this cryptic bullshit and then you were like talking for fucking, what was it, 10 fucking minutes about some other non-fucking sense. And I just wanted to know what the fucking meaning was. So you fast forward to, like, maybe I'll upload this 11, and then the meaning starts right here. So when I said the meaning of life is life, you see, like, I'm a Taoist. I'm going to pull out, I got to drop, you know, do my Taoist marketing. I like to market Taoism, even though there are no, there's nothing to sell. But, so when I say the meaning of life is life, I like, you just keep it simple, you know. Look around you, maybe not in this hotel room. You go outside and look for signs of life, right? You see signs of life. You see, like, here I see cactuses. I see maybe some ants. I saw a grasshopper. I saw these crazy, dude. They got some next level, like, stray cats in Arizona. Like, I don't know if it's because these motherfuckers are operating on less water, but these dudes, I saw, like, I was actually a little scared when I saw it. Was the way he looked at me. Anyway, you see life, right? That was some life. You can look at the Nature Channel and you see life, right? That's the meaning. And I'm not going to be cryptic. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do my best to explain exactly what I'm talking about. And all these things grow. And this sounds like bullshit, but it's not. Trust me. All these things grow, and they're, I don't know if this guy's messing me up. I was going to kind of say something like this. But the life moves away from death. Life is about growth and moving away from, and not death. You know, certain things move towards death. Other things move away from death. So, you know, the meaning of life is moving towards life, right? Towards the sun, the light, all this kind of stuff, right? So, you know, in the seminar and shit, they were talking about burning desire and all these things. Like, anything that, like, activates you, like, it makes you hype about life, and you're like, and you're going nuts, right? Like, that, I don't want to say that's the meaning of life, because life, the meaning of life is just life and growth, but you want to gravitate towards things that promote growth. That's it. Like, that's what I think the meaning is, and a lot of people will fucking package it in all this sugary bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's cool. Like some people, their language is, it's a lot better than mine. You know, they use fancy shit. You know, they say, you know, some kind of artistic, passionate dance stuff. But really, all that shit is just, they're just saying the meaning of life is life, and it's growth. You like to be challenged. You like to, when you master one thing, you want to move on to the next level and the next level and grow. Like, that's why when I chose the name Owning Life, it's not how to own life, how to win, or owned life. Or it's owning. Like, it just doesn't stop, because growth doesn't stop. And when growth stops, you're not doing what the meaning of life is. Now you're doing the meaning of death. Does that make sense? Was that bullshit? You guys can be honest with me. You can tell me. Those of you who watched to here, whether you skipped ahead or not, did I just bullshit you? Like I think I'm pretty good. And that's why, you know, you can feel, you know, when some shit isn't the meaning of life, because the shit feels like some bullshit, like school. School feels like bullshit a lot of the time, unless you have an awesome teacher or something. And then you're like, this is the shit. Because that motherfucker he's driven by some kind of passion and growth and whatever. And so when you're around him, you feel life, and it's like, yeah. Like, so is that like, so that, like, I don't like the meaning of life, you know. I used to, my old version was, the meaning was like, whatever, you know, it's up to you to define it and all that. And it's true, it is up to you to define it, because I just gave you some bullshit. You're like, oh, fucking growth, like fucking trees grow. You know, you know what I'm saying though, right? But that's not what I'm saying. So you do kind of like, I can't tell you what excites you. You know, I can tell you what excites me. I can tell you that a lot of, okay, you know what I think it is? So I hooked my phone up as an experiment. You know, I'm testing this service, and anytime someone on Foursquare checks into Dick's Pizza, I get a text message. I'm pretty sure that's what that is when I go check. Because it's Friday night, the ladies are out, people are, they're drinking, they're having a good time, they're eating pizza. So you want to be where growth and energy and life is, and you want to not be around. So like it's that simple. So just start gravitating to those things that you perceive as growth and life. And for us humans, if I take it to another level, if I take it somewhere else, there's, some people get caught up in the body. There's nothing wrong with working out. You want to look good. But like a lot of our growth is in between our ears here, like that's where the life and the meaning is, right? It's not like an ant, an ant. Maybe ants are on some next level shit. I don't know, but like my perception of ants is that they're like through observation, I observe them, and there's like a queen and there's a colony, and you can watch them move, and they're growing. They're making the colony bigger. They're laying eggs and whatever. That's growth. That's the meaning. That's their meaning. That's life. So the meaning of life is life. That's life. They're living, they're growing. When shit gets stagnant, if you're maintaining the same level, that's not life to me. That's not what it is to me. Maybe that's what it is to you. Maybe maintaining balance is growth. That can be growth sometimes if things are really in common. I don't know. Let's stick with my original version. So, you watch this anthill, but then if you become observant of people and start to study people and psychology and all these things, which none of these things I'm a master of or know that much. There's a lot to be known about the human mind. Motherfuckers got PhDs and shit, and they study this shit all day. You know what I study all day? Probably it'll be marketing now, but I used to study a lot of Tai Chi. So you ask me about some Tai Chi things, I might be able to say a few things that make sense. All this stuff, I'm just blabbering. I know nothing. So, yeah, so the growth for a human is in the mind, and that's it. Let's just call it quits there. I want to get some water. I got to pack. I got to go to sleep and get on buses and shit, and get to the airport. And I hope. Did I say your name already? Loui? I think it was Loui. I hope that answered your question. I hope this answers the question for a lot of people. Not so much answers it. I don't want you guys to fucking try to write down or memorize or I'll say this. I'll say two things. One I heard at the seminar and one I heard before. But you can't pay someone to do your push-ups for you, and the secret is practice. Those two things. Can't pay someone to do push-ups for you, and the secret is practice. So, in order to get your own understanding of this stuff, I feel like right now I just explained that shit really well. But, I don't, maybe 1 out of 100 people are like, yeah, that makes sense. Everyone else this is a bullshit artist. Fuck this guy. Or even if you are like, yeah, but like you have to make it yeah for you by doing the push-ups and the practice and applying it and understanding it, because it's just a requirement to life and growth. All that reading shit and thinking you know something, save that shit for college. Yeah, okay. I was about to get to 20 minutes. I'm really getting into these long videos. Oh, and I didn't mean to throw this at the end, actually. I meant to throw it in at the beginning, and then I just totally forgot. But a quick pitch, I guess, for my clan, the Milltown clan. The borders are closing. If you would like to, and now I'm sure that I don't want a lot of people in there, so it's going to be private. I'm going to kick a lot of the motherfuckers that are in the forum. Get rid of them, and I'm going to be looking for the best of the best of people who are attempting or who want to be the best of the best to get in, and you're going to get charged money. Your money is going to help fund my education, so I can bring more awesome into there, and then you can get awesome and bring more awesome into it, and there'll be all this types of awesome going on, and yeah. So the charge for entrance will be quite low to begin with, because I think it would be more important for me to find the right people to start. There are some people in there that just get to stay in there for free. But that's where I was going with this. I got this book list that, check it out. That will be the cost of entrance. You can pick any of those books. I think one of them is like $2. It's a wish list on Amazon. And if you happen to watch this video weeks or months or years from now, and the wish list is no more, or it's filled with now I'm an old man and it's just like porn and the fleshlight or something. I should put that on there just to see if someone buys that for me. I'm not going to do that because I don't want one. But I will have the link on. There will be a books link because I got some awesome books. You should actually go, even if you're like, fuck this guy, I'm not buying him shit. Go to the books link and just check out the book. They were all recommendations by very awesome people from this event, and there's one book from a friend at home. But they're all like, I'm pretty sure they're pretty quality reading material that will help you grow, thus approaching meaning of life. Yeah, so I guess the meaning of life is kind of a moving target. Like, it's when you're fucking 16, it's like it wasn't for me, but it seems like it was for a lot of people. And if I look at 16-year-olds now, it seems like meaning then was like fucking banging chicks. For me, it was like I wanted to do backflips and be a fucking Shaolin monk. That was meaning to me. That was growth to me at the time. Fast forward a little bit. Then meaning was like, I wanted a fucking RX-7. That's some meaningful shit to me. And I got one. Shit was baller. And then, then meaning is like, I want to fucking go to Taiwan and learn Chinese. Yes! And you see, it changed. And now meaning is like, the shit ain't like, it can be, epic is good. You can have epic meaning. You can have fucking chill meaning. Whatever, dude. It's up to you. I think I gave you about 17 answers, and you heard the answer from this guy who probably knows like 1,000 times more than me. So, maybe this whole video, the most useful shit was that shit I just read you, number 100 out of this thing. And like I said, there'll be a link below to, I'm not sure, there's like a username and password. That's it, guys. Take care. Enjoy your day, afternoon, or evening. Peace.